get the FreeBird, get it unboxed, show you that, compare the two, and I'm going to do a side-by-side cutoff, shall we say. Since I have a little bit of hair on my head right now, I'll take the FreeBird and the Remington Balder Pro in, and I'll cut one side with the Balder Pro and one side with the FreeBird. Once I've had these and I've used them for a little while, I'm going to also come back with another video and report on how they are holding up. Right? So you'll be able to get more information on that. And please, if you're interested in this or this is something that you like to see, please comment below and let me know. And like, share, and subscribe. It helps our channel. As promised, I'm going to do the unpacking of the FreeBird warranty device, and I want to show you this and what came in the FreeBird warranty device. Now, keep in mind that when they send out a warranty device, it's only the device. It's not the head. So I'll talk to you about that in just a moment, but let me show you what comes out of the box, and we will talk more about the pieces, right? So what comes out of the box, as you can see, this is a warranty device, right? And it came to me with this USB power cord, which it plugs into, and just the body of the device. Now, I kind of expected that it would be the full device, which it is not. So we want to make sure that we are aware, that each of us is aware of what the device entails, what you get back from it from a warranty perspective, because I had thrown the old device away, thinking that they were going to just send out an entire new box with a new device in it. But they did not. They sent out their warranty device, which is just the device, and that's fine, but I would have had to buy a new head had I not gone out and dug it out of the trash can. Fortunately, I had just thrown it away yesterday because I knew this was coming. But a word of warning, if you do have to get it under warranty, don't throw away the old device or take the head off and only throw away the body. So let me take, this is the old device. I'm going to set it over here so don't get them mixed up. And as you can see, the FreeBird has the ability to take the head, the entire head off. Sorry, not the Remington device. Actually, the head does not come off. It does move, but it doesn't come off. Now, the way that you get into the heads is somewhat different through the Remington than it is through the FreeBird. Now, the FreeBird, when you order a new set of heads, you take this entire head off and just buy the whole new head, right? The whole new head, right? So you buy this entire head as a kit, as a piece. And it should just snap right back on. And the way that you get into these heads is by lifting each one up and popping it open. And that's how you clean them out, right? So when you pop all these open, right, you pop all these little heads open, right? Then you have the center head, which you twist to take out, and you clean it out that way, right? So then you put the center head back in and twist it in, and then close the other heads, and all is well, right? So it works, and you can see that it's also flexible, much as the Remington was, and the shaver should work just fine now that I've gotten a new one and I can get it charged up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and charge these up, and I'll be right back, and we will reconvene, and I will let you see what the shave is like for 2 minutes. I'm back to do the hair cutting on both sides of my head. As you can see, I do have a very small amount of hair up top. It's been maybe a couple of days. It's a couple of days growth, so it doesn't grow very fast. So I'm going to do a 2-minute countdown timer for each shave time, and we're going to shave one side of my head, one of the shavers. And what we're going to do is the first one is going to be, since I've used it before, is going to be the FreeBird Flex. And you'll notice something about these two shavers, right? So let's look at them. And they are very similar. In fact, if you didn't know any better, they looked like they were made by the same company. They have the same kind of lights on the front and everything. So, I know that they are two separate businesses, but they do have very similar characteristics. One of the things that earlier in this video that I was referring to is how you get into the cutters for the Remington, and that actually works pretty well. It just pops off here, and these are the cutters. So I put a little bit of the oil that came with the lubricant that came with it in these, and it just pops right back on. And I have to say that right off the bat, that to me is a much more sustainable or much easier way to clean these out, right? So I know I've had to clean the FreeBird out, and it does okay under the water, but it really is something I think that this will probably be better. Now you can see this pivots, and these heads kind of have flex on them, but this one pivots has flex inside of it. So they're significantly different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this razor and I'm going to cut the right-hand side of my head. We'll stop now. And so I'm going to give you my subjective opinion of this. Well, number one, I enjoyed the Remington, I think, better because it seemed to ride over my scalp better. Let me check to see. I can tell you right offhand that just a little bit cleaner on the Remington side. It seems like it just got more of the hair off. And because of the size of this, I really believe that because of the size of this, it did a better job of getting the hair off my head. So there's some things that I will give to FreeBird. One, I like the fact that you can take the heads off and you can add additional heads to them. Although I've found very little use for any of the other heads, although it does have a cutter that you can add to this head, a cutter head. So if you have longer hair, you can actually cut it off with that cutter. And that's pretty good. So I like the fact that the cutting head is actually able to be removed. And the other thing I liked about the FreeBird is that when it is done charging up, it goes green. So the light turns green. Now in the Remington, when I charged it up, it started off as red, and then the light, eventually when I came back to it, the light actually turned off. It didn't turn green. It didn't show it as done with green. So that's kind of a hit on the Remington side. But both of them seem to charge up just fine. Now, the one thing one thing I'm not fond about on the FreeBird side is that it is a USB cord. It seems like everything now is coming with USB cords, and I kind of like having a regular plug that, again, as I pointed out earlier in the video, has Remington's name on it so that I can find that plug when I need it. So overall, I have to say I'm going to give the win to the Remington. Now, I said earlier in the video that I was going to test these out, and I'm going to use both of them over the next few weeks. That will allow me to give you a report on the efficiency of these, how they handle being in the shower, for instance. Both of them say that these devices can go in the shower, and sometimes that's better for cutting your hair. And I think that using them in the shower, using them daily should give a better idea of how they work. And that's why I say I think I'll give the win on this to the Remington. So please comment and like and share this and subscribe. And if you wouldn't comment, please let me know what you think. Are you planning on going fully bald? Are you already bald? Do you use these cutters? Are you interested in additional product demonstrations? Just comment and let me know. Thanks so much for watching.